I was told that every person who's here has killed someone. People that have raped women, extorted families. Oh my fucking god. Some of them, they killed their own parents. This is the isolation area. And they have to stay there 15 days in pure dark. Esto es MS.
Crímenes, homicidios, narcotráfico, secuestros, violaciones.
¿Crees a Dios?
Sí.
Usted como cristiano, ¿cómo sentías hacer esto?
CECOT is the strictest and largest maximum security prison in Latin America, built in just 7 months by President Bukele to hold El Salvador's most dangerous criminals. Towering concrete walls, endless surveillance, razor wire fences, every inch of this place is designed to ensure no one escapes. I am one of the few people ever granted access to this prison, but before stepping inside, we had to go through multiple levels of intense security. There were guard checkpoints all along the road leading up to the prison, checking every bag and pocket before we even reached the entrance. If entering was this hard, escaping would be impossible. CECOT is secured and isolated, miles away from civilization, with a system that blocks all phone signals.
Amigos, we made it. We are here in El Salvador. This prison was built literally 1 year ago and is a prison designed to detain the deadliest gangs of El Salvador. I feel the tension in the environment. As you can see, we're literally in the middle of the desert. There's absolutely nothing around us. Let's see how it goes.
At the final checkpoint, it felt just like TSA at an airport. We had to scan ourselves and our belongings, followed by a full body check to ensure nothing dangerous was coming in.
La modalidad de las estructuras de pandilla era que para poder traficar cualquier objeto ilícito lo hacía vía ingestada, introducida, vía anal o vía vaginal.
Basically, guys, this machine can detect everything. Prisoners used to hide little piece of papers with messages, and they were hiding in different places that you cannot even imagine, including inside their lips. But now, thanks to this machine and technology, this never happens here.
CECOT dealt with another major challenge by using advanced ID technology to quickly identify prisoners.
Por lo general, cuando la policía hace los procedimientos de captura afuera, los internos o el delincuente nunca anda un documento de identidad, siempre da un nombre falso.
But now, thanks to technology, the inmate can literally put his hand here, as you can see, and also they taking a photo of his face, and immediately in the system they can find out his real identity. Fake names don't work anymore here in CECOT.
CECOT's top-notch technology comes with an impressive arsenal. Inside the armory, you will find riot shields, batons, and guns, everything ready for action.
Esta sí opera tanto al interior como en el exterior. Es utilizada con dos tipos de munición. Bala convencional, pero para todas las intervenciones que nosotros hacemos al interior, bala de goma. Que se utiliza para poder hacer extracciones cuando nosotros hacemos revisiones de celdas o requisas.
That's the whole equipment that the guard is using in order to protect themselves if something happens inside the prison. Wow. This thing is massive, man.
But of all the equipment here, the most crucial are the handcuffs.
Ellos viven en un contexto de encierro, pero para desarrollar actividades como asistencia médica, salidas a audiencias, tenemos que sujetarlos a ellos para inmovilizarlos parcialmente.
And sometimes they're using this one to connect the legs with the hands, and as you can see, the length is very short. So basically, they have to move around like this. That's why you've seen these videos when they're running away like this.
Running a prison of this scale requires more than just weapons. It needs its guards. They literally live and work for 5 days in a row inside the prison, so they definitely need their own space to eat, sleep, and train.
They have to stay here 5 days in a row, and then they get a day off. They literally stay inside the prison. They're basically also prisoners, so they need to have some sort of space to chill and have some fun, if it's possible. By the way, guys, CECOT has its own electric system and water system. They don't share anything with the rest of the country.
After seeing how the guards live, we headed to the module where El Salvador's most dangerous criminals are held to witness their conditions.
I'm gonna enter to the actual prison where I'm gonna see face to face people that have raped women, killed multiple people, extorted families, and they have the eye of devil basically. I've seen all these videos and photos with the tattoos on their faces, so I feel a bit stressed. Gangsters are literally like the dogs. They can smell your fear, and if you show them fear, they will try to beat you with their eyes. So now I don't know what to do. Once I'm in there, shall I look at them in their face and show them no fear? Or shall I be professional and look at the camera? Let's see how I'm gonna react. Okay, amigos, now we're entering the actual module. Every person who enters this prison will never leave. Oh my fucking
When I first walked in, I was immediately overwhelmed by the feeling in the air.
Guys, the feeling is surreal. I've never felt something similar to this, guys. When I see these people on the ice, I look at them, I just see emptiness.
The longer I stayed, the more I realized these inmates lack the privilege seen in other prisons. For example, they don't even eat meat.
These people here, they will never see the sun again, ever in their whole lives. None of this bed has a mattress or a pillow. They're literally sleeping on a metal thing. Plus, they have lights above them 24/7, guys. They don't have like a sink where they can open the water. They receive the water from the guards. They do their needs, piss and shit, in front of everyone. There is zero privacy here.
Well, I was wrong. There actually is privacy for these prisoners, and that is the isolation room.
Around me, this is the isolation area. When one of the inmates, prisoners, does a mistake and misbehaves or they have a fight between them, they have to enter one of these doors and rooms and they have to stay there 15 days in pure dark, pure isolation. Hell.
Esta parte de acá sirve para darle la alimentación y para hacerla, cuando yo necesito hacer una extracción para llevarlo a clínica, él de espalda me da las manos para que yo pueda esposarlo y hacer la extracción. La alimentación se sirve por acá. Y pues, si quiero solo monitorear el estado de salud, a través de la lámpara yo puedo ver el estado. Ajá.
Y de aquí vuelven diferentes, ¿no? Cuando salgan de aquí.
Es correcto.
Sí.
Se les da esa oportunidad, ahí de ellos depende, pero ya nadie vuelve.
We entering the isolation room. Oh my fucking God. I cannot see absolutely nothing. And as you can see, the place where they can wash themselves and also they can drink water. Literally, that's how they drink water. And this is the actual toilet. Imagine staying here for 15 days, guys. Literally, there is nothing. Even my voice is crazy. I can imagine people here screaming, ah! They go crazy, guys.
Isolation is for those who misbehave, but for those who are obedient, they are given a Zoom call with their lawyer to discuss their case. But make no mistake, they can only speak to their lawyer. There is zero contact with any family members or friends.
Guys, right now you just see a human being with some tattoos and a bald head, but this exact person, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, was raping women or extorting people in the hood, the innocent people from the hood. I was told that every person who's here has killed someone.
Even though every prisoner here has committed horrible crimes, CECOT still prioritize their health and sends regularly doctors to the inmates.
This is the medical assistance they get. This person here is a doctor, and here and there, the prisoner has the right to be checked and maybe they can get a medicine or a drug or something. These 3 people behind me are also kind of sick, so they're waiting for the assistance from the medicine. But even when you wait, there's literally no freedom. They have both feet and hand handicapped.
Each prisoner is given time outside of their cell for the sole reason of 30 minutes of physical exercise. Similar to how most prisons give yard time to their inmates, but instead of going outside, they stay directly inside the prison.
En el contexto de encierro, ellos viven en el contexto de encierro y solo salen a estas actividades diarias por 30 minutos. Las actividades se van alternando, un día es actividad física, otro día es rescate de valores o religión.
They can only get 30 minutes a day, they can leave the cell and they can do exercise.
Once their 30 minutes is over, they are put back into their cells where they have to eat, sleep and live next rival gang members that would kill each other outside of the prison.
As you can see, guys, behind me, some of them belong in the MS-13 gang and the others in the Barrio 18 gang. They used to kill each other and fight each other for years, but now they have no other option than live together in peace. But if they start fighting, they will go to the isolation room, but no one wants to go. Some of them are like 22, 23 years old. But even though they're young in age, guys, they've been doing illegal activities since they were 12 or 13 years old. Some of them, they kill their own parents because the gang members, they may be the bosses, in a way they're telling them they have to kill their own parents for a certain reason. And these people are doing it. It's insane, guys. Los MS es 13.
Sí.
Y al lado es 18.
18 sureños, ¿quiénes son? Revolucionarios.
CECOT identifies gang members through their tattoos, which often reveal their affiliations.
Every tattoo you see has a meaning, and the police and the army, they have studied every tattoo that they have, and they know if they belong in a gang or which gang they belong. Many of these tattoos, they've made a book with every possible tattoo that these people are using, so then you know they belong in a gang. And every person here will say it again and again, they've killed another person, which is fucking insane.
To better understand the life of a gangster and the path that led these people to commit insane crimes, times, I'm leaving the module to interview a former MS-13 member.
Okay, guys, now you're gonna see an actual prisoner. We might ask him some questions.
¿Es tu nombre?
Alex Alfredo Abreu.
¿Tenías algún alias?
Sí, me decían el Buffy de directos.
¿Qué estructura criminal?
La MS-13.
¿Cuántos años llevas ser bandido de MS-3?
Del año 93, un aproximado de 31 años.
Durante su vida delictiva, ¿qué tipo de actividades ilícitas usted participó?
Tenemos que meterlos en todas las cosas delictivas que la pandilla comete, como crímenes, homicidios, narcotráfico, secuestros, violaciones, extorsiones, etc.
¿Usted llegó a tener algún rango importante?
Así te lo demanda la misma pandilla, tienes que llegar a tener un mando dentro de la organización. Por tus acciones te van ascendiendo, te dan crédito, respeto y te dan al mando un grupo de personas.
¿Usted es padre?
Sí,
¿Sus hijos también pertenecen, estuvieron involucrados en actividades menores?
mis hijos, gracias a Dios, no están involucrados en pandillas porque yo he sido lo que he sido, pero nunca he querido de que mis hijos sean lo que yo soy.
¿Usted cree a Dios?
Sí,
¿Y siempre creías a Dios?
sí, creo en Dios.
¿Y cuánto eres cristiano? ¿Cómo puedes luego extortar a una persona o violar? ¿Cómo te sentías cuando gente que conoce tus amigos han violado a mujeres? ¿O cómo extortan personas de pueblo que son pobres? ¿Usted como cristiano, cómo sentías hacer esto?
Hoy, la verdad, le he pedido perdón a Dios, Dios me ha perdonado y hoy, como nuestro Señor Jesucristo vino a morir por nuestros pecados en una cruz del Calvario, los pecados han sido limpiados y hoy me siento libre.
Y has recluido como jóvenes, porque tú eres más mayor. En tu vida has como hablado con gente de 12, 13 años para llevarlos a la banda, ¿o no?
La verdad es el trabajo de un pandillero, reclutar miembros y llegarlos a ser buenos soldados dentro de la estructura criminal. De 13 años inculcarles, instruirlos, adiestrarlos, prepararlos en todo ámbito, tanto como teórico y práctico. Teórico es enseñarles todo lo teórico de la pandilla y práctico es mandarlos o llevarlos al terreno de fuego a que controlen una cancha, un territorio.
Y si el papá del hijo no quería que usted lo llevas, ¿usted en qué haría?
Como la pandilla lo que hace es trabajar al joven y el joven él mismo se rebela contra sus padres.
No es como una manipulación entonces, ¿cierto?
Sí, es como una manipulación.
¿Ustedes les van brindando pequeños premios para
Sí,
que...
hay un incentivo que se sienta orgulloso por lo
cuál?
que es, por lo que hizo, comprarle zapatos, darle un teléfono, darle un arma de fuego y que se sienta que vale y que tiene respeto y crédito por formar parte del grupo.
Con las muchachas de los barrios, ¿qué tan real es eso de que ustedes a la fuerza o decidían con quién podía estar adueñándose de las chicas o de las muchachas? ¿Es real? ¿Sucede?
Tal vez en algunos sectores, en otros no, dependiendo de la persona que esté a cargo de la colonia. Yo lo que les puedo decir, y como siempre lo he dicho, no se metan a estas cosas porque las consecuencias son graves. No saben a lo que se van a meter. La MS espiritualmente significa muerte segura.
¿Muerte?
Segura. Porque todo el que entra a esta organización se muere, bien en manos de la misma pandilla, en manos de la seguridad del país o en manos de grupos de una forma u otra, es muerte segura. Eso significa espiritualmente la MS.
¿Crees que es justo que estás aquí ahora por la sociedad?
Tal vez si estuviéramos antes de Cristo quizás estuviera muerto. No, seguro que estuviera muerto. Pero vino Cristo a morir por nuestros pecados y hoy vivimos por gracia. Tal vez no es justo, pero ni modo. ¿Qué le tengo que hacer? Me equivoqué cuando era joven, cometí un error y estas son las consecuencias. Voy a vivir en un penal de seguridad y máxima seguridad, CECOT, San Vicente. Y la verdad, aunque no me guste, tengo que aceptar mi error, que me equivoqué.
¿Cómo transcurre un día como interno del CECOT?
Respetar lo que las autoridades tienen establecido, que es conteo a las 6 de la mañana, formación para los alimentos 7 de la mañana, guardar silencio, comportarlo, respetar desde las 8 hasta las 6 de la tarde, luego a mediodía, si hay programas, ir a programas, respetar todo lo que es programa aquí, luego a mediodía formar para recibir nuestros alimentos, luego la cena, luego un poco de relajamiento en nuestro aposento y luego 9 de la noche silencio, nadie se puede mover, cada quien en su cama, cada quien en su aposento descansando, y el siguiente día comenzamos la rutina de nuevo con una ducha.
¿En qué consiste la alimentación de ustedes? ¿Desayuno, almuerzo, cena?
Aquí no es un restaurante de lujo, aquí es arroz, frijoles y 2 tortillas, y en la tarde alcohol. 3 veces por semana huevo duro y 2 veces por semana pan dulce.
Antes, con los gobiernos anteriores, colaboraban.
Hayan habido políticas entre pandillas y políticas entre pandillas y el Estado salvadoreño.
Esto es MS.
Sí. Muerte segura.
Muerte segura. ¿Y el 13 qué significa? El 13.
Diseños unidos en raza.
Gracias por tu tiempo.
Sí,
Guys, I don't know what to say. This guy basically was a gangster for over 20 years. He had so many opportunities to stop doing what he was doing, but he never stopped. So even now that he says he regrets, personally I didn't feel it. But who knows? Many people from the media, especially the Western world, they have criticized the way these inmates have been treated. Every single person of them never respected the human rights of the people of El Salvador. I went to the barrio, I went to the hood, and people lost their families there, got extorted, assassinated from these people. So they never respected the human rights of the local people of Salvador. So now, how do you ask to respect their human rights 1,000,000%? That's what Salvadorians are saying. When I see countries like USA criticizing the human rights in El Salvador, to me sounds a bit hypocrisy, because let's be honest, USA is running Guantanamo for fucking decades and we don't know what's happening there. When I see media criticizing human rights in other countries, I think it's better to criticize your own prisons first, your own justice system first, and then criticize other countries. Señor, ¿por qué toda la gente no tiene su cara oculta, pero usted la tiene abierta?
Simple y sencillamente, ya me conocen, saben quién soy. No puedo llegar ante ellos con el rostro cubierto.
Para que saben
Porque
que ahí
tienen
mando
que saber
yo.
con quién están tratando.
Y así te respetan y tienen un miedo.
Claro que sí.
Amigo, muchas gracias por tu tiempo,
Sí.
señor. No matter what you think, no matter what I think, no matter what Salvadorian people think, this building behind me is the reason that El Salvador went from the world's murder capital to the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. See you in the next video. Reggaeton por siempre.